Has anyone seen the veil? We've got a little lost veil out there that no one's looking for. But welcome to Galactic Tarot. Welcome to your first of the month, September reading. We're going to get right on into the Galactic Update, which is really about tomorrow. So tomorrow, here in the States, it's Labor Day. And we're having a new moon. And this new moon in Virgo, and what Virgo represents. Virgo is very methodical. Happy birthday, by the way, Virgo. Virgo is very methodical and has an ability to see perfection where others cannot, and to find perfection and to create and align that perfection. So since this is on this day off, Labor Day, this is for all of humanity, even though this is only in the States. Because this is on this Labor Day, there's something that has to do with work. There's something that has to do with your new business. There's something that has to do with your next reality, your new reality, that the sign of Virgo, whether you're born under it or not, whether it's in your chart or not, what you are thinking about, what you are doing, what you are exuding into the reality is what will take place. So Spirit's question for you is, where is perfection necessary? Where is another gift that Virgo has? And I mean no insult whatsoever to the Virgos when I say this. They have this mastery over things that the other signs will consider mundane. So where is it that you need organization? Or what is that thing that you believe is missing archetypally from your essence to build and to drive and to create the things that we came here to create? What is the thing that is most necessary for you so you can get your job done? Because your job has to do a lot more than just you. So what is that thing that you could use? What is that thing that you believe to be missing from your business? You believe to be... and you might not believe it. You might resist it. More often than not, we resist these things. So sit with it. Don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of crystal. That was what was most important to let you know. Last things I'd like to add about the Galactic Update. Oh boy. How much of this do I share right now? All of it. Okay. Yesterday at about 6, 7 in the morning, I wake up and I see my Nana's eldest sister, full-bodied apparition. I drop cards. It literally shows new guides. Like yesterday's daily reading for the 31st of August was all about crossed over relatives, higher selves. Some people use this terminology still. I say other dimensional versions, spirit guides. Since the veil is so thin, / probably just gone, unless if this is just where I am and what's happened to the veil for me, which I believe it's inevitable for all of you, if it hasn't happened already, if it hasn't taken place already. These eldest on each side of the family, skipping a generation. The way I explained this yesterday on Patreon was like this. You're here, so you're this crux of mom and dad. So boom, and then it goes mom and dad. And then something is at these 2 points on this caduceus, on this Vesica Pisces, on this double strain light and night duality matrix that we are stepping out of. But because mom and dad are essentially the strongest point is out here, something's skipping a generation. So something may be healing. If there's an anger, if there's a sadness, if something that's within, you're feeling it and you're questioning, what is this? Now that we've completed whatever we completed within the DNA, within this archetypal transmutation that had to take place for us to get here, we have like these last remaining bags, which we are transmutating. And some of the things that we're transmutating, these exact scenarios and situations and karmas were created or were reflected again through the lineage of the grandparent, So I hope that helps. My goal is not to confuse anybody. It's more to make sense out of the ascension symptoms that some of you may be going through now, and to validate why those things are taking place. And once again, take it with a grain of salt or crystal if it doesn't feel awesome. Let's get right on into Aries. 5:35. All right. All cards will be dropped in the highest orders of benevolence, in the highest orders of divinity. Let's do this. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Nice. Oof. Okay. Very much so about decisions, very much so about the potential for the karma and dharma wheel and how it's spinning. Okay, Aries. What this is saying is there's something that you created, there's something that you agreed to, which has had you feeling stuck. Keywords, has had. This is something that is if it's not in the past already, we see the completion of it with this epic alignment with the highest truth. The Justice card is holding the Sword of Truth, and we have the Sword of Truth in alignment. So we have this basically completion sandwich, because this is the finishing of the hero's journey, you being the hero, for those of you that are born under this powerful sign of Aries. So Aries sun, Aries rising. You might even want to pay attention to this if you're hearing corresponding patterns in your Aries, Mars, or Moon, because that has to do a lot with the mind and or the ego. So this is, wow. Like to have this and then this is very, 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 very powerful alignment. So something that happened in childhood, something that happened to mom, something that's been skipping a generation for mom and skipping a generation for you, something you agreed to. I will do this. I will clear this. I will get this done. I will go through this, and I'm the one who can handle it. I'm the one that can complete this. So whatever this offering is, whatever this thing is that you agreed to, you might have been sitting like, why is this happening? Praying like, what is this? Original creator, God, universe, whatever vernacular you're using, you might have been asking like, what is this pattern and why? Claim ownership, because we have a choice at the bottom of the deck is the cloud cover, and we have a choice here down on its side. So something is out of alignment with the choice to feel stuck, to have this on the mind, on the heart, on the body, whatever it is you've been processing. As I was just saying, this is like rolling right into the galactic update. It's bigger than you. So this has to do with the inner child. This has to do with your inner child. This has to do with your childhood as well, and the pieces of that are running certain loops that now you're about to complete this major window, because these cards right here are representing mid-month. So this is representing September 15th right here. We're seeing this huge window that you're about to get to, Aries. And whatever this is, like how people have been viewing you, even if it hurts to hear it, they're right. They're seeing something from a past lifetime. This is what was chosen to accumulate karma, to learn how to not make these mistakes anymore, to have to sit with this, to be able to see that it's not eye for an eye, it's not tooth for a tooth for you. It never has been in this lifetime. It's tooth for 4 teeth. It's tooth for 8 teeth. It's because you know better, Aries. You know better. Watching this reading, sitting with this is what's been taking place. This is what has been taking so long. So this is the last piece where you fully claim ownership over this, fully step into the truth of the entire situation, so you can see that this has been a gift all along. This is what has been making the cup overflow when the cup is overflowing, and this is what has been exhausting you and making you feel off when you're not in alignment with this level of truth. So this thing you came here to do is very special. You agreed to something due to your archetypal functionalities that you said, I have the tools to get this done. I will get this done. And to get this done, you had to come in here long enough ago so you could do certain naughty things, so you could then do the right things, so you could stack that dharma against that karma and be flowing. And it's that flow. These things had to happen. You had to agree to make these mistakes. You had to agree to feel stuck. You had to agree to feel sad to truly reach victory, to truly get that wheel to go boom, and then stack this dharma. It's if someone's in a loop, if we can only go up in the spiral or down in the spiral, there's no sitting still in the spiral. There's always movement. So if something's in a loop, it's kind of doing this. It's kind of doing this. This is your breakage of the loop where you go up, or where you choose not to do this thing. You choose not to complete this thing. I know you've chosen to do it. I see it completing. So finish strong, stay in your purity, stay in your truth above all else, because the truth is the key. Don't let yourself lie. Don't let yourself deal with things that you used to just, you'd walk around. That doesn't mean that you have to have a sharp tongue and you have to be so rageful or mean when you're saying it. But being in your truth about what you know is coming, what you know is right, and what you know isn't right, and saying these things. Because if it's connected to the child, it's connected to that core abandonment wound. It's connected to certain things that might be considered codependency. There's something that is the key here, that for you to be in your truth, you need to be living your truth. For you to be living your truth, you have to be speaking it. It has to be the spell that is coming out of your mouth and the words that you're casting upon your future reality from this present moment, especially tomorrow being the new moon. So, anything else? Oh, we're good. Okay. Whew. All right, Taurus. $14. Completion. Oh my God. This is card 22 or 21. This is card 1 or 0. This is the hero's journey all in one. So something has come, right off the bat, Taurus, I can already tell you something has completed and you haven't realized it completed. You haven't realized you're on this new journey and to look where you're going. Look what's taking place. What a epic 1 and 2. Oof. Hey, look at that again. Card number 11 and card number 2. Okay. Yep, sitting still, the last card, sitting still, the last card. All right. And the card that they told me to hold up in the thumbnail. Completion. You're on a new beginning. Look where you're going. This person doesn't look where they're going. This being down on its side, though, there are certain opposite effects that take place. Does this mean they are looking where they're going this time? They have the opportunity to. Yes, you have the opportunity. Okay, so you've ended a cycle. Taurus has ended a cycle through something that has been energetic of the marriage of the masculine and the feminine within the mind, within the spirit, within one of the 7 bodies. Something's working together. Something's working together because it's not only that I see this here, I see that this is happening in the physical. Spirit chose this card and I wanted to use this card because this card shows the transition from the Lion, from Leo to Virgo, to the Virgin, to this window that we have just exited out of. So that's why this card was chosen, and that's what this is actually representing, to kind of, to completely connect this to you. The marriage right here, the marriage right here. This is saying that some level of physical strength, there's a physical strength or a mental strength that's coming from what you learned in the past. So now it's like, are you contacting people or are people contacting you? Because this is the thing that you're not seeing. There's something where something failed in this lifetime, in a past lifetime, at some point, something that wasn't ready to happen is absolutely ready to happen now. It's like you just kind of needed the memo to know, like, something is complete, something is done, something has transitioned. These aspects that were clashing before are working together now. They're working together. So it's about, like, reaching out, doing this, sending out funds, starting up a website, writing. There is something you're supposed to be doing, and there's this, like, what's the point? Why am I going to do it? It failed last time, like this, and then this whole, like, stuck in the mind, like, oh no, I'm boxed in. I know how this works. So this being around this is very validating. These cards are similar in certain regards. So there's something that you're needing to hear, that something is absolutely changed. And whatever that hurt was, whatever that trauma was that got you in alignment with this pattern, just as I was saying to Aries, you agreed to this before you came here. You agreed to this to make sure that you would wake up. How do you wake up without having the need to look inward? How do you realize that you're in connection with the original creator of your soul if you're not asking the original creator of your soul a question and then seeing miracles at that exact moment? So it's something generational. Once again, I see the entire family here. Someone's seeing, family members are seeing, like, somebody's like, something is done, something feels different, or something feels unknown. Other people are coming to you. This is what they're coming to you with. These are your signs that the reality has shifted by the 15th of September. So the family, and then we get to the masculine version of the High Priestess and the feminine version of the High Priestess. So we get both of these cards with the 2 pillars, with the veil, with the 2 pillars, with the veil, number 2, number 11, number 22, and number 1, or number 21 and number 0. So, like, this is very interesting to have this happen here and to have this happen here. The mathematical odds of this are not so high. I'm going to be honest with you. So looking at this connection to something with the masculine and the feminine, where this is believed that wasn't in balance before, it wasn't in truth before, it is in truth, it is in divinity. So this is like, yes, this happened, it's not going to happen again. It's like, open the heart. Open the heart, Taurus. That's what this is saying. Because this is saying, like, I got to protect my heart. No, you don't. No, you don't. You did before. Maybe you did yesterday. You do not today. You definitely don't need to on the 15th. So this is your angelic work. Having this belief structure that focusing on the cups that have spilled instead of focusing on what we have to be grateful for, all the great things that are around you right now. Where your focus is tomorrow is where your focus will be forced to be in the future timelines. So it's like, sit still with this, meditate, sit with what's coming through right now, sit with this pain, know that something major has completed, something is balanced, something is in truth, and she's unstoppable. That's that unstoppable feminine force. She doesn't even need to talk. She says more with a glance of her eyes than she could say in 3 paragraphs, and it sits with people. This is what has been going on in your life. So people are contacting you for words. I'm not saying not to say them. I'm saying there is an aspect that's coming in after you see and you embody the completion, and you don't drag your feet on the completion. Something's coming in that you're going to be like, whoa, brother was right. Things have shifted. This is epic. Because this is where it all gets into alignment, where you see that this isn't necessary anymore. This taught you. This got you in alignment and remembering teachings that you knew from other lifetimes, that if there wasn't trauma, you would have never looked inward to ask the questions, to end up doing the things that you've done to get to a place like here, watching a video like this. So thank you all. Thank you, Taurus. You got this. Co-creation engaged. Your brother's here. What does it come again now? Taurus, Gemini. 2251. Let's go. The inner child is the cloud cover here. Okay, Gemini. Okay. All right. Something that's been taking place in your life. Now, this one's kind of similar to Taurus. Okay. We're having some rollover from sign to sign here. It's different, but what I'll say is this. Something that's been being perceived as a psychic attack, a spiritual attack, negative forces, something dark, something that's been being perceived as an attack or a darkness. Spirit needs you to stop doing this, stop believing this thing. What this thing truly is your divine feminine oracle attempting to teach you, attempting to make sure you see the signs. The happiness is here when you know the happiness is here. The release is here. The blockages are gone when you know they're gone. And yes, that's easier said than done. I get it. But the biggest piece that will get that done, as I say this thing, you're like, well, how am I supposed to do that? Do this. You can do this. You can catch yourself and you can stop looking at whatever you're blaming. Just pay attention to the blame. What is it? Because the blame is where the power is. The blame is where the strength is. The blame is where your angelic magic is, your ability to heal, your ability to transmutate, your ability to sprout more wings and levitate, plain and simple. So this is like literally emotional happiness, physical happiness, the love, something that's been some reoccurring pattern in your romantic life will be over. This will end. This is all connected to the blame being gone, Gemini. Okay? Something caused the blame to take place. Grandfather, uncle, dad, like something happened with the divine masculine, the system. Could be a past lifetime that got off with their heads, like whatever this thing is for you and this reoccurring pattern. So once again, it was necessary. You agreed to it. It was necessary to get you to this judgment, to this awakening, to being able to have your words awaken others. This is what you came here to do. You came here to shift others for sure with this powerful fire tetrahedron I see right here. Okay? So the immovable object, the unstoppable force of love. How do you be the immovable object and the unstoppable force of love that you are seen as? By becoming more immovable, by becoming truly immovable. Instead of just being patient, being what's on the other side of patience. Like being like what's going on inside. That's the question. What's going on inside? Instead of just having a smile on your face and everybody's like, what is it? I feel something, but I can't. They look happy. I don't know. Like I'm not saying to walk around looking sad. I'm saying when the blame is dealt with, you truly step into this modality where it's like, boom, like you're going to be just clearing the field and clearing others, like everywhere you go. People you won't even talk to at the store, you're going to be clearing and healing and shifting them for the better with no conversation just because they walked through your field. This is your magic. This is the magic you've been hoping for. You've been hoping for, like, I'm doing good. I help others. Why aren't I being helped? There's more blame. There's more blame. There's this focus on the spilled over cups. And that's instead of the focus on all that you have to be grateful for. It's going to be quick. You have defeated this version of you and now healed this version of you. Whatever this is that's been blamed as the man, the force, the this, the that, the bad guy, the bomb, the dark feminine, the this, the Jezebel spirit. Like whatever this is for you, what is the worst that can happen if you just sit for a moment, just for one brief moment, that could be inaccurate? Because I feel some people so resistant as I'm saying this, so resistant. Like I'm not saying you have to do this or else. I'm telling you that your ease and your flow and your being in alignment with this level of power and grace and intuition, everything you came here to do, could be the blockage. This could be these mountains in the background. Is this masculine overlord, which might not even be masculine. It could be, like I said, something that's considered the dark feminine, the wild feminine, the devouring mother, all these terms that are null and void where you're about to be. So, an offering from a friend. Who is the friend? Who is the friend that gets you back in touch with your magical self? Who is the friend that gets you back in touch with your inner child, your divine inner child, your divine feminine? Who is the friend that you can ask them and you can create a circle or have a group of 2 or 3 or 25? It doesn't matter how big the group is, where you can support your friend and they know that they're contacting you if they need you and you know the same. This person has the ability to be like, hey, you told me to hold you accountable when you're not in purity. You told me to hold you accountable when you're blaming. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. You call me out, I'll call you out. If you can't handle the words that just came out of my mouth, I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. You need to be able to be critiqued. Yes, the people should hopefully and will get better and better at conveying tone and speaking. But if this is still triggering you, does that trigger make it into heaven? We just finished Gemini. Oh, right? Yes. Of course, brother. Okay. Cancer. Oh, Cancer. Freaking love you guys. I'm put the cards down for a second. I'm just like, Cancer, literally what Spirit's showing me already, like before I even drop a card, I'm just like literally like seeing that point where the tide is going up and down, but like that like precious little crab that's under the rock is just getting slapped in the face with waves. So it's almost just like getting hit with emotion. So yeah, we'll see what comes through in the card reading, but it feels like it's other people's stuff. Yeah, it's other people's. There's a test there for you. You need to be able to handle that. You need to be able to handle getting hit by other people's emotions and not reverting back to your old self. That's the thing. When you're giving them advice, are you giving them advice from 23-year-old you? Where's the advice coming from, Cancer? That's what it is. Because the emotions, they're coming. Okay, I see it. The emotions are hitting you. And then you're going, like the person leaves or whatnot, or you hang up the call and you're like, I should have said this, or you're aware enough to catch yourself and self-regulate in that moment and be like, well, I don't know why I said that. Actually do this. And the person's like, oh my God, that feels so much better. All right, later, bye. So yeah, just making sure when you're getting hit with other people's emotions, you're passing the test. And what the test is self-regulation in these moments and not going back to an old version because their trigger was your trigger to get you here. The choice to remain loving remains victorious. What happened in the past gave you the gift, taught you the truth about decisions with your fire, and how once again, self-reflection, self-regulation, the family, what you cleared, the driving force, the bounty, the awakening process. It's already clear as day. I could just have you run what I just said really slowly, but I'll go into greater detail because Cancer, you're such an important sign. Being in between the other two water signs and doing what you do in multiple dimensions. Thank you. Truly. I see you. If anybody can see you, it's Leos in your life. So the choice, okay? The choice for something, the choice for where to go, for the choice for what to happen. And this hasn't taken place yet. Something with this journey hasn't taken place yet. You haven't gone to this place that you've wanted to visit. You absolutely deserve this for everything that you've done. So usually this card doesn't represent a vacation, but maybe it's not a vacation. Maybe it's something that it's a trip that looks like vacation. There will be pieces of vacation, but this is your spiritual business. This is for you to be, like, look at this alignment, heading towards victory as unconditional love. Emotional and spiritual unconditional love heading towards victory. And then isn't this the second time this was in the same position? I think there was another card reading. So if you're seeing both of these, if you're checking your rising sign, your Mars, your moon, and you're seeing this twice, like, really pay attention to this. This is like what has happened, that the Phoenix has already risen from the ashes. You've already gone from this old form to this angelic form, this feathered dragon, this feathered this bird, this dove. Like, something has already taken place from you getting this gift. So doing this, like, because that as much as you maybe don't want to hear it, there's something to be learned there. There's something that can be learned really quickly. Instead of taking the time to do it from where you are, going to the place gets it done faster, and you feel that truth in every cell of your body right now, and you've known that for a long time. There's this place. Why does this place, like, why do I not want to go there? Why does the thought of going to this place, this country, this beautiful destination turn my stomach? Something is there to heal, to recollect, to clear. This could be just connected to a past relative. This could be connected to your archetypal frequency. This is something that is important for you to do. And that's why there has been certain resistance. There has been certain pushes and pulls with your fire, with your abundance. It's like almost like every time this trip was about to happen, like, oh, something came up, I can't do it. That could be you. You could be creating that because you know going to this place is like, am I ready for this? You are absolutely ready for this. You're absolutely ready for this. You should be celebrating that which you've completed, is what this says. You're driving forward in this new light vehicle with the ability to harvest abundance, but also with this blending together of masculinity and fire, up and down, hot and cold, masculine, feminine. The vehicle, this new vehicle, is driving you forward. And by driving you forward, I mean up and forward on some sort of diagonal going up in the spiral. Even if it doesn't feel like that, it's like, is it over yet? What is this? Is a reoccurring pattern? Because I see this little bit right here where it's like, oh, again, or oh, I messed up. No. You deserve a reward for what you've done, okay? You deserve a reward. You deserve this trip. And even though I'm saying to you that this trip isn't really a trip, the fact that everybody that's watching you take this trip, the fact that everyone's watching you do this, they're going to be thinking you're on a vacation, and therefore they're going to be thinking you're relaxing, and they're going to be thinking that you're taking time for yourself. So therefore you will be in their dimension, in their reality. They will be sending you this, like, oh, how lucky, they got to go to so-and-so, they got to go to that place, they got to take a week off, whatever it is. And this has to do with why you came here. This has been every reading so far. This completion has to do with why you're here and what you came here to do, to spread the vibration that you came here to spread. You had to heal whatever took place with your relatives, with your family line, with your archetypal frequency. And this is the faster way to finish strong with the last piece of it or the next piece of it, and trusting in that process. Alrighty. Jimmy. Leo. 4022. You could make it up. Well, why would you want to? Earth Day. Okay. Here we go. You'll be rich someday, we know of an ancient radiation. Radio station. Oh my God. I just saw this alignment in somebody's personal reading yesterday. Ooh, that's good. That is good. It doesn't. Anybody that reads the tarot, does it get more multidimensional than that? The completion. Oof. Good. Okay, moving on. I wrote down the time. Good. Okay. Moving forward with love. What you have recently learned has you moving forward with love. Moving forward with purity. Moving forward with divinity. Moving forward in faith. Faith is the higher form of manifestation. Faith is the frequency that many of you have been processing that have you in this place of, should I be manifesting? Should I just be trusting that original creator, that my team, that my everything good I've done is just bringing me more good? Maybe. So looking at this, it's basically talking about the physical children, the children of the planet, the children of the world, and what you came to do here as a light warrior, what you came here to do here as a light worker, as a starseed, as a fractal of God incarnate on this planet. The original creator of your soul wants you to know that something that you are doing has to do with the children. It's bigger than you. It's the blueprint that you are leaving for them. This is what's most important. As you travel through each reality and as you keep noticing new Mandela effects, instead of finding disempowerment in that, leaving the best damn blueprint you can. Because what if the reality that you're ascending out of, those people are manifesting something weird? Don't you want them to have your blueprint to know how you got out of that weirdness? How you got out of that reality? How you manifested? How you meditated? How you moved beyond whatever this fighting, this repetitive pattern, this the way that you debate, this anger, this judgment, this it could be many things. It's whatever you know you've been dealing with. It could be disrespect. It could, but like whatever it is, the person that's saying this thing, even though it might be unbelievable, has a good, strong, solid point. Like the thing that, like, there might be a lot of resistance. I don't do that. Maybe you do. Maybe that was their oracle speaking through them, even if it sounded distorted. There was something coming from the feminine. Take this as truth. Take this as divinity. Because we see right here, something has to release. She's the one holding this Ace of Cups. She's the one holding this. So the cloud cover, having this over the cup, like everybody in your life, whether they see it or not, whether they're seeing it multidimensionally or not, they're seeing like you are doing major work. This is overflowing. So overflowing is literally flooding the reality. It's like that weird movie from the 80s with the blob, and the blob keeps expanding. I should probably just relate it to what is that? The first Guardians of the Galaxy, when those things in the plants were just like spreading and spreading and spreading. It's like you're doing that, but with light, with like the most divine light is spreading through the reality to help others with their karma, to help others with their balance, to help others receive their downloads and uploads and their divinity and divine truths in flow. in an easier state. It's all about the ease for you. It's all about the grace for you, not only for yourself. You're like such a protector aspect. You want this for everybody. You want this for everybody. And there's almost this like, wow, I'm even wanting this for like people that have wronged me. That's beautiful. That's how you get in alignment with moving forward with this love magic. That's the most powerful magic. This is the only real house of magic. Everything else is illusion and distortion. This open-hearted, powerful aspect of having this overflow for others, for everyone involved. This is what gets you in alignment with this level of growth, this level of light by becoming the sun. By becoming the sun on this journey, you become the moon. That's what this says, because she's got the moon right here. She sees beyond the veil. So this is literally that moon priestess. Tomorrow is the new moon. What are you creating? What is it that'll help you with this, Leo? What is it that'll help you make this easier? Because I know, because I'm born under the sign, I know how this can feel sometimes. But it's like, this is what Spirit told me, and this is for all signs. As we keep going up, as the field keeps expanding, now you're dealing with more unconscious energy in the outskirts of your energy. Now you're not just one house over, you're 3 houses over. And that's exponential all around you. And that's going to keep expanding and expanding till your field is your entire city, your entire state, your entire country. That's what we came here to do, to make sure that there was nowhere for these darknesses to hide from the sun. The sun is everywhere. The sun is at the bottom of the ocean now. This is what we came here to do. There's no hiding from. That's the only way to do this. That's the only way that we truly create this almost like looks like Vishnu's web or a spider web. That's the only way that the whole planet's solid light. We have to do it. We have to be it. So that's just going to keep happening. So as like you're going through your ascension symptoms, remind yourself that maybe my field expanded again. Maybe this is, I'm feeling these other things. And yes, they're reflecting something that is yours. I'm not saying like, oh, if you feel it might not be yours. That's not coming up in this reading. That came up in someone else's reading. So sitting with whatever it is that's coming up and knowing like whoever's field has now, they're processing this, they're there for a reason, and they're processing it for you and with you. And because you have more codes than they do, now you're helping them. You're helping them, and that will come back in return. Whether or not you can see it, whether or not it's coming as like a physical abundance or a gift. No, this is like more like boom, boom, boom. You're getting more this like Ace of Pentacles. You're getting more of this like spiritual energy. This is what gets you in touch with your true multidimensionality. It's by embodying this, what's taking place beyond the veil. I even like, what was the first words out of my mouth? Has anyone seen the veil? This literally shows the high priestess, that's the veil right there. She's the one that sees beyond the veil with the Torah. There we go. On to Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgos. 4927. Absolutely, James. That's enough. It's Virgo's turn. Just kidding, bro. I love you. Same position. Mm-hmm. Okay. So one of the only swords I can end a reading on. Do I leave that there like that? Yes. Okay. All right. Something about physical marriage, something about the marriage of the masculine and the feminine. This reading is going to be a little bit different for everybody, correct? Yes. Okay. Something about this marriage, this coming together of the masculine and the feminine is what's going on here. So I'm going to read this reading twice. Okay. Something you've been creating has things moving forward with love. So things are moving forward with love. That is for either version of the reading, whether or not there's something going on with the physical marriage, or whether this is talking about your new emotional, spiritual, metaphysical marriage. This is again Empress. I think the Empress has been here definitely twice, but maybe 3 times in this position. So we're seeing there's the mom again. So the mother figure is coming up in the past. So something that you've been doing, which is allowing you to move forward with love, with more grace. Not fully where you're going to be doing it in the next place, but how you're doing it here. Great. This helped with healing whatever this thing is that was taking place with mom. That had to manifest to get you in touch with your power. Once again, that's been every single sign. Is the trauma needed to be there? This belief structure needed to be there. If these things weren't there, you wouldn't be processing this thing the way you do now and assisting all of those with your processes and what you've done. These people that are coming to you and talking to you, that you're helping them so freaking much with what they're going through now, is because you've already made it through that. And whether they know that or not, they know that. They know it in some way. That's why they're able to take your advice, to listen and feel the words of what you're saying. So Spirit is reminding you to let something old, very interesting. I was just talking about this yesterday on Patreon as well. Something old is no longer serving you. The way that I've been describing this lately is like this, and this is not saying that you're 8 or 6 years old. I'm using this as a reference point. If your spirit, if something just expanded to the level of being 8 years old, and you're running to the closet and you're trying to put on the sneakers from 6 years old, yes, these shielded you. They protected you. They made sure you didn't step on anything sharp. Like that is a shield. These sneakers for the 6-year-old were a shield for the foot. Now you've gotten to this new place where these shields, these things that you did, these things that ascended you and got you to this point, you're like, well, it must still be good. It felt good before. Why wouldn't it be good now? It's now constricting. Like, yes, the 8-year-old can probably shove their foot in the 6-year-old's shoe, but long term, what is this going to do? So Spirit's letting you know the building came down, the dragon slept, woke up a phoenix, like something has shifted, releasing what is constricting you, and something that is constricting you is an old shield, is an old level of protection, is some old magic that was necessary when you needed these levels of protection, but you do not need these levels of protection now. You're safe. You were not safe. You're safe now. You are safe now. Letting that set in, or sitting with it, or disregarding it, whatever feels right to you. You passed the test. Whatever the karma was that you did to learn, I can never allow this to happen again. You're not going to allow that to happen again. It will not happen again. You are too freaking multidimensional. You are too much of a helper. You are making decisions. Both of these cards represent choices. And the effect that your choices have on the long-term effect, mental health, physical health of others. You're so freaking powerful. You want to be reminded that how powerful you are. You have the ability to be in this masculine fire, but with this feminine approach to it. And that has to do with your multidimensionality and what you came here to do, to help others by talking to them, by just being and existing in their field. And this is how you move forward with love and multidimensionality, and how this doesn't happen again. You're not going to do this. You wouldn't let yourself do this again. So this thought of like, well, what if I do this again? What are you even talking about? You know what would happen. You're going to go back and you're going to put yourself back in that loop that you're out of now. You're out of that loop. Are you going to jump back into that loop? I know it wasn't fun. Carrie's here. My sister's here. Tic-tac-toe, 2 Virgos in a row. Tic-tac-toe's 3, Alexander. Libra. By the way, Carrie, I met a guy. I should probably just like message you this directly. I met a guy last night that's half Scottish, half Italian. What a brother! Oh my God, what a brother! I was like, I can't look at his spirit. I remember him. Get out of here, get out of here. But stay. No, don't go. No, don't go. 5732. Okay. Here we go. Libra. Oof. Here we go. Oh my God. I'm trying to give a reading. Treat you right. Okay, we just start over. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do it, Libra. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oh, good. It's good. Yeah, he shoots these scores. Okay. Oh, Libra, I love it. I love it. I love it. You were swimming in raw swimming. Okay. I'll have to use that in short. It's a good line, Naked. Was that Naked Gun? Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is really good. And when I dropped this, I was like, oh, never mind, do-over. But yeah, no, it's really good. This is talking about how you no longer have the capacity or the capability to choose anything that is manipulative or dark magic. That was something that had to do with why and how you learned about karma, how you came here, what you came here to complete for all of humanity as an earth angel, as a high angelic, stepping into the true magic. You had to know all of the magics, Libra. That's what this is talking about. I can only imagine how much resistance is coming up for many as I say this. Something that you were doing, just look at it like this. This isn't like evil, like voodoo. I'm not talking about like voodoo hoodoo. I'm talking about like something that was a belief structure and something that might have been really manipulative in a way that manipulation was working through your words, through your mind, through your field, is how this has been represented in this lifetime. And you're no longer able to do this. You're actually not able to do it. It's making your stomach turn. Your heart's racing. It's almost just like you're like, ugh. It's almost like spirits like glitching you out so hard that like anyone watching would be like, well, you're I can tell you're lying. And then you're like, how? Well, you're shaking, you're sweating, you're laying on the ground. I swear to God, I didn't do it. So What are we worried about here? This isn't possible anymore. You've stepped into your magic, and this magic is a mere pittance for what your true magic is. Once all of this, it's like the snow globe was shook, and the magical snowflakes are settling right now. So the hard work is completed when you pass these tests, when these people no longer trigger you, when they're bringing up these things, when they're bringing up your abandonment issue, and you're not going back into these old forms. You're choosing what's best for you, Libra. You're choosing what's best for the all and what's best for you. And instead of going into like, well, this is safer. No, it's not. And you know it's not. Okay? So like, what is real love? What is true love? And sitting with that question is where Spirit wants you until the basically the pieces of this are going to be coming in for the remainder of Virgo. So this will end around September 23rd. Okay. All right. So boom, 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 boom. These things, these phone calls, these text messages, this person stopped at the green light and you're wondering, do I beep the horn? You already have beeped the horn. You drove around them calling them an a-hole. Like whatever. Like these are all tests. These are all tests. Like you worked so hard to do this. Are you going to pass each and every little test? This is you testing you to see if you're worthy of this, which you are because you've done all this and you're not choosing this anymore. So let that snow settle in your snow globe. This is completed. You're in alignment with your angelic work as this light warrior, and you're in the process. You're stepping into the high priestess. This is so good. Okay. So there we go. We see the moon. We see the moon. This is something with like there was something with the feminine. There was something with an argument with like a sister or something that could have been all the way back from high school with your old girlfriends. If you're in a feminine suit, there's something that was about the blame or the it's not even blame. There was a cause for blame. Like something wrong was done, whatever this feminine did. But then that kind of like gave you a pass because this was connected to these people in an old lifetime. This was connected to an archetypal frequency. But that pass is gone. That pass, you left that in the last reality we were just in. So now like knowing like she doesn't have the capacity for that where we are or where we will ever be again. Like she does not have the capacity to choose this anything that even is remotely connected to, oh, this is witchcraft or this thing. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's like somebody trying to steal a black tourmaline. If black tourmaline removes negativity and they steal a black tourmaline, which removes negativity, and stealing is negative, does the person cease to exist? I've been sitting with this for years. People are like, really? Years? It's just it's one of those like fun things. You're at night, you're looking at the stars, you just wonder. You wonder what happens. And the reason why I wonder that, just to bring a little validation for that, all the events I've done selling my jewelry, which is like, I mean, no big deal. I mean, the dragons are here with the Crystal Current logo on the bottom of the jaw. That's not really. Don't check the site because they're not up there yet. But yeah, that happened. But yeah, any event I've ever done when I've had something get stolen, which was only twice, I've had somebody physically steal something off the table. Both times there were black, and I don't use black tourmaline like an awful lot. And both times there were black tourmaline in the bracelet, and I'm just like, Libra's gonna like tune in and be like, what the heck is he talking about today? Well, you got the main gist of it here, family. You got the main gist. It's once again reiterating, you needed to sit still. You needed to stand with this. You needed to hurt other people. Other people needed to hurt you. This is what got you in alignment with your magic, with the magic you're about to be in alignment with. And in connection to this, like, why is this happening? This what used to be a thrill that now gives you a nauseated chill. You're not allowed to do it, so don't worry about it. Okay? All right. Thank you, Catherine. I cannot find my black tourmaline. A friend that you can no longer remember stole it. their mother is at home going, I could have sworn I had a third kid. Just kidding. Is this Scorpio? It is. Dang, I'm just kidding. But seriously. All right, 10631. All righty. My love is so new age. Scorpio. Katie, where are you? Katie, hurry up. Hurry up, Katie. Janine! I didn't even know you watched the tarot content, Janine. I'm so glad you're here. If you're gonna pull the devil card, put it on its side. That's what I've always said. You've literally never said that. Oh my God. Just like, okay. Angels don't make that sound. Alexander, why do angels sound like pterodactyls in your head? Now, the real question is, how do you know what a pterodactyl sounds like? No, we are not in your reading on the Nine of Swords. Okay, there we go. Much better. Okay. Scorp. Good old Scorp. Alrighty. Is it good? Is it good? The journey? Hey! Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so this is kind of connected to Libra as well, but different. Libra, it was about magic. For Scorpio, it's about you kind of just releasing these people from your reality. So I've never seen this before, but these two cards together, it's showing like you almost just like, you kind of like with love, you kick somebody out of the moving boat. How do you kick somebody out of a moving boat with love? I don't know. I'm not a Scorpio. I'm just reading the cards. So Scorpio, answer that question immediately. Thank you. So we see that this big upload, download, this big thing has shifted. This big major thing has come in for your masculine side to be in the strength, to be in alignment with the divine feminine, to be in alignment with the angelic. You're knowing, okay, I am the company that I keep. I have all the elements on the table. The people that do not have all the elements on the table, it's almost like if I keep this person around, I'm going to drop one of the elements or lose the element, or it's going to be taken away because I am the company that I keep. So something has shifted recently or very soon from now. It seems like this has already happened, to be honest with you, because it's here already. But maybe this has been something for just a few of you, like maybe about 10%, where you've been, I don't know, like I don't feel right after hanging out with this person anymore. You don't have to have this big, like, I'm not your friend anymore. Like, you can just be like, hey, like, I'm doing this, I'm working on myself. Like, you can say all these true statements on why you're going here, doing this, moving out. Like this is something that you've gotten done that is getting you in alignment with, whoa, massive, very powerful angelic magic. That once again, this is no longer here. This like this card that can represent a witch with this is all down on its side. All this stuff that looked like darkness. I don't usually talk about this on the channel, but it was actually chaos magic. This stuff doesn't even work here anymore. Like this is done. This is done. They're all. It's like all of these magics went into one. It's just like, it's just bad. Like if it's bad, it's in that magic. There's no like, this is that type of magic and this is that. It's like, no, it's either pure and divine and in the frequency of love, or it's garbage. Okay. So put it in the garbage ball and we're done. You had a nice run. Now you're done, son. Okay. This has been embodied. This has been cleared. This has been healed. You're seeing this by the middle of the month. So if this person's trying to pull you back, if this person's trying to, now I'm like doing, I want to do this like Godfather. I don't know why Scorpio's getting a really like a guinea reading. Scorpio gets the guinea reading of the month. Every time I get out, they try to pull me back in. No, you want to miss out on that? I wouldn't want to miss out on that. If I saw that coming, I would say, yeah. Can I have it? Thank you, sir. May I have another? So, an offering of decision. The decision that you, what is this? Why are you, it's like you're going to somebody, you're like, can I move out? Can you leave? What is, no, like, just like, you gotta go. I gotta go. Like this whole like fighting about what you know is necessary. You know it's necessary. You feel it. It's affected your dream time. You're feeling it right now as I'm saying it. Your heart might be doing this. Your stomach might be turned. Like this is this person's best chance to ascend and to thrive and to get in touch is by no longer being enabled by your angelic magic. So this person is actually has been, not that they're to blame, but their frequency being in your life, which you've been allowing, has been preventing this from taking place. Because it couldn't have taken place, because it's like, just like I said, you have all the elements. You would have lost that element, broken that element, displaced that element that you needed. You're not allowed to do that. Alrighty, who's next? Who's next? Okay. Scorpio, Sagittarius 11401. Okay. Let's talk about this for a moment. 114, the reason why it stood out to me, and I remember this, is because that's one of my codes. But 114 is the exact coordinates of when the new moon begins. Something like that. The 114 is somewhere with it. I think it's that. I'm not 100% positive. It's something that has to do with the new moon's beginning or alignment tomorrow. It has this 114 number in it. So Sag, this is very, very important that you're creating or building or finding what it'll come up in the reading. Okay. Da, 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 da. Alrighty then. I kind of feel it already. Okay, interesting. Okay. Something that's been bringing up a reoccurring pattern in love is actually a reoccurring pattern from inner child, physical child, childhood wounding, abandonment issue, something that has gotten you in alignment with what you're supposed to be in, gotten you in alignment with these reoccurring patterns. Like, you can't make this up. Like what I was saying at the beginning, and then it came up twice. I believe it was Aries reading. So now we're in another fire signs happening again. We have the number 6 right here, V1, and then we have the XV right here, the 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. We have the 6 right here. These are both love relationships. So what this is saying is there is hurt. There is hurt from childhood, which has nothing to do with these people. It has nothing to do with this thing. It's the hurt that needs to be over. It's the reoccurring pattern that is over, that what's being processed right now is you're sitting with something that's been really jarring your heart, your emotions, and has you feeling like you're immovable, you're not moving. What's going on with my manifestations? I used to manifest better than this. I used to do this better than that. So having the truth here, the truth is in the past. You already had the truth. What's going on right now is this major thing is about to complete, and you're now like having to be like, so what was your belief structure about this before? What was your belief structure about whatever this thing is with love when everything was thriving? When everything was really, really flowing is what Spirit's wanting you to ask. When it was like you couldn't do wrong. And I'm not saying you weren't making mistakes. I'm saying it was like, you bump into the gumball machine, and instead of a piece of candy falling out of it, $100 was crumpled up in there, and it came out the hole. Like it's like, what point was that, and what was your belief structure about love then? Because now that this major thing is almost completed, this is when it's like, it's getting the most real. It's like you are essentially already through it, but just please make sure there's no regression going on here. Like you don't go backwards. If you're going to go backwards to the best. It's almost like I used to say knock on wood, and now I say before that and better. I'm saying, like, someone says something, it's bothering my body. Instead of saying knock on wood, cancel clear, I say before that and better. Even if I just say it internally, I'm going to, before this person said this thing that doesn't feel right, and I'm improving upon what already felt great in that present moment. Okay? So I just share that with you because of what's taking place here. This is so close to completed. And this, like, the fact that this is here, instead of these being here, this something is being seen as bad or unworthy or something's being, and it's good. It's good. This would be here. These would be reversed if this is what was actually happening. This position in this crystal cross reading represents hopes or fears. The fact that this is on this teeter-totter, the fact that this is on this scale, it's both. It's both. That is Hermetic principle. When you have the hottest hot and you have the coldest cold, okay? Let's teach you some real magic here for a second. When you have the hottest hot here and the coldest cold here, what's written right here? Temperature. So the fact that what's written here is this devil card, but it is a teeter-totter because it is a hope or a fear. You're being asked to sit with that because this in your mind could be reversed right now, and this is not the case. Your team wants you to know this is really like this. You're looking at it like this, but you're looking at it like this, but it's actually like this. It's actually like this. This is like whatever this hurt, this trauma, this reoccurring pattern, whatever this got you to finally look through the spiritual window, whether that was this original time or this like kind of like ebb and flowing in and out as you've been getting more and more done with it. It's done. Like it's done. Like look at this offering of love you're able to give at the end of the month. Look at this. It's like boom, 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 boom. Both these are the only two cards where the person's giving the cup. Look at this. So this means that this is very multidimensional. This is like almost like gifts going back and forth, but they're energetic gifts. And I'm not saying this can't be physical and jobs and money and other things, but because this is really about love, what this says is your ability to give and receive love and allow love and to create more loving opportunities. When you get through this, you will get through. You have to get through this. If you don't do this with this person in your life, you're going to have to just create this person again that you're still looking at as this. I'm looking at them as if they're this. They're not. You do it now or you do it later. Because this person is representing, you're asking them to do this. You asked all these people, hey, if I haven't finished this by this point, you show up at this time and make sure I get this done because I have to get this done to get my job done. There it is. No pressure. Brother loves you. I know you got it. You've already done it. It's just finish strong. Finish strong from where it felt the best. Complete it. You're worthy of what's on the other side of this. I promise you. Your brother promises you. Cap 12304. One, two, three, four, five. That sounds like the combination an idiot would have on his matched luggage. Let the video play, Bo. I need the watch time. I'm just kidding. I'll see you later, brother. Like it, share it, jingle the bell, and watch it till the end. I always knew he was like that. Now I know for sure. Love you, bro. Oh, yeah, I get a little vision of Capricorn, too. Okay. Interesting. Is Capricorn and Cancer are opposite signs, right? I've gotten a vision for both of them now. Okay. I'm not burping. I was burping. I lied. I'm going to put these cards down, then I'm going to talk about what I just saw. Never mind, there it is. I'll end up talking about it anyway. Okay, so when I get to this portion, that's what I saw. Interesting. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. This is something's coming, something's here. Okay, multidimensionality. This card's representing you this month. The Queen of Cups is representing you. So this multidimensionality is on your journey. It's in your day-to-day life more at certain points. The certain points are when you are being tested. There is an aspect of the reality, of the heart, of the mind, of your archetype, of your family. There is an aspect for all of you watching this. This is being reiterated. This is what you've been feeling. You came up here to clean. You came to this planet to clean this thing up. And now that you're like, oh God, this is like very, very connected almost to the Sag reading. It's like now that you're you're just about to do this thing. It's almost completed, so you can fully clean this thing up. Like now you're wondering, like, oh, like what am I doing? Am I reverting? Am I almost feel like I'm messing it up, or I'm dirtying. You're feeling like you're the cause. That was the trauma. That's not the case. Like, have faith in the original creator of your soul. Have faith in the universe. Have faith in the reality. Have faith in your friends and your loved ones. Like, it's almost like, this is because of me. This is my fault. It's almost like you're apologizing for stuff, and people are like, bruh, sister, like, what are you talking about? You're helping them attain the high ground. So, like, if this thing happens that you're like, I could have been better, I could have done better, that doesn't mean you made a mistake. Contact the person and be like, hey, I could have been better, I could have done better, I could have said that better. Here's what I really meant. Okay? Instead of this, because this old aspect of you, it's almost like it's not full blown self-destruction. It's not that, but it's like it's close. It's close. It's like, because you're not going to not finish it, but it's almost like you're slowing it down by like kind of like almost like you're just tapping on it and pushing it back, and you're still going forward, but like something can complete that had to be here. This belief structure had to be here. This is what these therapy sessions, these counseling sessions, this is all the videos you've been watching and everything you've been doing and the answer you've been looking for. That's done. That is very much so done at the end of this month. You see that. It's like standing still. You're now moving forward with your tribe, with your friends, with your fellow wolves, lions, winged lions, your cherubim, your angelic family. You're moving forward to do what you came here to do. And it's very, see how very like grounded this is? Like, it's like about like, it doesn't have to be about like farming, like plant life. It has to do very much so with like the, physical things that are here. So even if it is but Alexander, I always felt like it was spiritual or metaphysical or this level of healing. Yes, but it's about healing for the people that are doing the work here, helping the animals, doing something for the planet, doing something for this spaceship that we are all traveling on. So, and that's why this whole, like, I saw you guys like cleaning up. Like, there's something you're here to clean. If you don't do it, nobody does it. And you're going to get it done. But just like, but this is great. This is great that this is coming up, because now you can find the piece of like, where were you thinking this, feeling this, saying this, knowing this was going on. And now you know that area where you've been like, why am I reverting? That's your life purpose. So what reading you've ever gotten here on the channel could be more important than Alexander saying like, oh, there's your life purpose. Like, that's it. Remain loving, remain in purity, in divinity, in truth. And that's when like this will stop happening. This whole like, why is this happening to me? What is this? What is that? Blah, 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 blah. That's done. That's done when you say it's done. That's done when we go, thank you. You helped me. You protected me. You got me here. Now I would like for you to just remember you're safe, and just please, can you do the best that you can to observe more than you're interjecting? I've got this. Because this aspect used to jump in the suit and do these destructive things. This aspect is no longer necessary. I gave one of the other signs that similar reading. So if you're hearing this as you go through like, all your most important alignments, if you're hearing this again, very, very important. It's very important that we look at this like we had to do this. We had to do this to be able to find it. So, anything else? The dream time? Yeah, it's affecting your sleep. It's affecting your sleep. You want to get restful sleep. Stop. Like, it's like your spirit team, the good guys. Like, it's almost like, am I under attack? No, you're not under attack. Your angels are like, hey, it has to be this time of night for us to get through. So we're waking you up to be like, stop doing that. Alrighty. What did he tell the Capricorns? He yelled, stop doing that. Alrighty. You know, people keep leaving like this. I should start like spinning a wheel. Like, you don't know when I'm going to do your sign. That wouldn't work. It's not going to work. Okay, Aquarius. 131.48. Alrighty. Oh, what did I see? I saw them cleaning up the reality. Oh no. You're not called out. You're not called. If you were called out, he'd pop you up on the screen, Taylor Moon. Just kidding. She's like, no. Alrighty. 30-minute power. That was 30 minutes? What is happening here? Okay, Aquarius, here we go. Oh, something's done, Aquarius. Hey, it's done. Isn't that good? That's really done. Oh boy. I don't think it could be more done. All righty. Oof. Okay, it's done. Good news. Okay, good news. Whatever was hurting the heart, whatever was taking place emotionally, whatever was taking place in your love life, whatever was taking place with whatever was limiting your ability to stay and remain centered. It's what you've been recently processing is how the balance is most important. So doing and knowing what are the things that keep you in the highest levels of balance is what Spirit is wanting you to know. So they really want you to know that this hard work, this thing, this being alone or not being alone, this codependency like this, and this being in your power by yourself, like, and everything that was bringing up, this is done. Like, something has healed. Something has healed. This was like something that was a reoccurring thing. This was going on with the grandparents. This was going on with, like, this has been going on in family lines before you, and this has been going on in past lifetimes, Aquarius. This was how you got in touch with your power. This is how you started your journey, was by being like, why am I in this loop? What is this loop? You asked for this loop, and you know, when I see the alignment with the cards like this, like, you liked it. Come on, stop. You can lie to them, but I see your cards. You liked it. You were like, I like the bad boy or the bad girl. Ooh, I see it. Okay? Now you're called out. Taylor thought she was called out. You're called out, Aquarius. So you were manifesting this love life for a purpose. These were soulmates. These were twin flames. These were very important people that were getting you in touch with the things that you're like, you teach me this, I will teach you that. This was balance. This had to happen. This got this released power that the little baby version of you that came into this reality could not handle the auric field and the things that you had to grow into this mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit, mind, body, spirit, boom, 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 as you kept going through these things one at a time. Even though they were very similar, they were different things, and there were different realizations and powers that you got into touch with. Because it's like, we're literally seeing, like, it's like the old school, like, most powerful and destructive alpha male frequency, and then it's like I don't know how else to say it, the card of the simp. So it's like something was going on with the masculine frequency to get you in touch with true divinity of the masculinity. True power of the sun is right here on the other side of this, it was like all or nothing. It was like there was like this version that like this guy, and then there was this version that was like manifesting this guy. And I know there's guys watching this right now. Gal, reverse the word. I'm speaking to the majority right now because most of the people that are watching this are in feminine suits. So look at how awesome it is. Look at how awesome it is. You can trust whatever this is. You can trust that. I was saying that. I think that was in Virgo. Oh, no, it was in Sag. It's like whatever. Like there's something to complete with the here and now, the people here and now, and like that's what like this is also like letting you know. It's like something is done. Go into trust. Stop like looking for things that are wrong. What is it though? There's something else. If you don't complete this with the people in your life now, you're gonna have to create another person to complete it with it, so you can see that it's done. So see it's done here now instead of wasting more time. And I know, like, well, everybody else in this field says time doesn't exist, Alexander. I promise you, time does exist. Okay, it's how you utilize that time. It's how you allow that time to move. It's what you do with that fourth dimensional access code on how you get through this reality and the reality after this one. So this gets you in touch with your power, with true divine masculinity, with true power, with truly the person that is. They don't have to be the white knight. They don't have to save you because you no longer need saving. Okay? Oh, okay, Pisces, and then we are good. Pisces, I need some water. Ooh. $139.05. All right, just hide that over there. I'm done with that. Here we go. Mary. Oof, 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 oof. Mm. There we go, Pisces. Here we go. Okay. Yes. I just saw it. Yeah, and we just saw it in the reads. Okay. All right. All right. The truth. The truth shall set you free. With the position of that sword at the bottom of the deck, it's the cloud cover of every single card. So the happiness has been being with this person with these multiple tiers, multiple levels of magic. to have those two cards pop out that popped up while I was shuffling, Pisces, something's been being looked at as this person was sent to you to mess you up, or this is an attack from the darkness, or this is a reoccurring path. This is the Jezebel spirit, the dark feminine, and this goes on both sides. This goes on both sides. But somebody's been being seen as what they're not, because what they are is a reflection of you. Your spirit manifested this person, which is another form of you, which is another reflection of what you need in that present moment and this one to get to the next level of your spiritual attunements, of your activations. So it's, once again, I'm bringing this thing up. If you get rid of this person, or you allow this to happen, or this person leaves, you're going to have to figure this out with somebody else. There's a packet here where this person has truth. There's truth here. There's healing here. There's power here. And you're looking at it as if they're the bad guy, or they were sent by the bad guy, or this is the devil, or this is this. They're triggering you for a reason. Because this needs to stop, this needs to end, and it ends very quickly the second you remember, and you know why you came here. But just sitting with this whole, like, how do you do this light work that you came here to do? How do you be the light warrior and light worker that you came here to be, in balance, driving forward in balance, creating this abundance, doing the things you came here to do? How do you do that if you're looking at this person that you chose, and you're looking at them as if they're the problem? How is that possible? Like, seriously. So you and it's like normally, like, if this came up, I would say, like, all right, just like remove yourself. Like, yeah, you can, like, give yourself space and time, but like, I really feel something has to be completed before, like I said, this is from childhood, soul retrieval, the heart hurting, but the truth about that, this is done. Like, this is done, but you have to finish it. You have to let this end. And you've been wanting to let this end. And you've been hearing this or seeing this, or it's been in other places. This is how you balance the masculine and the feminine. This is how you move this thing to these levels of safety. This is how you stay married. This is how you get married. This is how you complete what this is, whether it's energetic or physical. Because this is the harvest that you came here to harvest. This is the truth. Once again, we're having the Ace of Swords. He's holding the Ace of Swords, the masculine form of the High Priestess, to achieve balance. That to get this abundance to come in, whatever it is, whether it's spiritual or physical, financial abundance, something needs to be in balance with the truth. And what is in the truth is in alignment with this magic, this feminine magic running through a masculine frame. So yes, like some of you that are watching this are obviously in a feminine frame. But what I'm saying is there's something about building, there's something about creating, there's something about, like, whatever. So if it's like this on this diagonal, it's this diagonal if you're in the opposite sex suit. So for the man, this is going to be something that's being projected on the feminine. For the feminine, this is something that's being projected on the masculine. And that projection is no longer serving you. This person is, now Alexander's siding with them. This person they have this key. They see this. They see this whether you like it or not. And I see that they see it. So, how do you not get triggered by that? How do you activate that and go through what they're saying, or just sit with it? Sit with that level of purity and divinity is like maybe they can see something that you can't see, and just sitting with it instead of reacting, going. And I'm not saying you're having these outbursts in the physical, but it might be like you're walking away muttering, or you're just like you're like nah, like yes, something that they're saying that it hasn't been safe for them to say this thing to you. So it's like the way that they're saying is incredibly destructive, because every time they said it in a soft and loving manner, you couldn't hear it. If you can't hear it when they're mad, how the heck are you supposed to hear it when they're being soft and loving about it? So this has been a very frustrating process for them, because they're wondering what the heck's going on, when they're just literally, their oracle is trying to give you the message that you need to hear. Pretty intense this month, huh? A little bit. A little bit. It's almost like 6 planets were just in a huge alignment. That's it. You know what to do. It's done when you want it to be done. That's been the message for a lot of the signs. It's done when you want it to be done, Pisces. You've got this. I know you've got this. Want to know why? Because that's at the bottom of the deck. And when that's at the bottom of the deck, or in the cosmic position, or in the first position, standing up, you already know everything I just said. You already know it. If you're on the Crystal Current mailing list, there will be a Labor Day email going out tomorrow. Might want to see that or hop on that list before tomorrow starts. GalacticTarot.com. If you're looking for your brother to tune in, drop some cards directly on you. Galactic Tarot patron. Big shout out to all the patrons where we do extended readings, multi-dimensional readings. If you don't know what that means, you try out the patron and you'll see. I freaking love you guys. Is there anything else for now? That'll do it. But yeah, pay attention to this. Hold on. Let's go full camera. Let's go full camera. Coming to a crystal current near you. Oh, yeah, he did it. With the crystal current logo on the bottom. Yes, that's a dragon. That's a dragon with gemstone beads stuck in the mouth. Oh, yeah. My caduceus is the juiciest. I gotta go. I love you guys.